Yeah. Hello, everybody. Me and Phil right here are gonna talk about security breach theories from Fnaf 1 and from Security Breach. So, you want to start off this?
Yay. No, don't you can. No, you can start actually.
Okay. So, I prefer Security Breach. I'd probably give it like 7 out of 10 because the brightness is like I want more scariness and it's all bright. And I don't like the new character because I miss Bonnie. Like Monty Gator, like what's his name? Monty Gator? I can't say his name right, but he replaced Bonnie. Bonnie. Kind of upsetting.
Montgomery Gator.
Monster Gator, yeah. Okay, now your turn.
Montgomery
But
Gator.
yeah,
Yeah.
I probably will give it like 8 out of 10, mostly.
Well, I mean, the whole thing in general, I would give it a pretty high mark. The only thing that really kind of disappointed me with it was probably the end.
Mostly, yeah.
I didn't really. It wasn't really my cup of tea, to be fair.
Yeah, like the history of FNAF from 1, like I like everything from 1, 2, and 3, but when 4, Sister Location, SML, and Security Breach came out, they didn't understand at all. Like 3, 2, and 1 understand. Like they're really scary games and all that. The characters are really good, characters really scary. And the murders, like Weapons Michael Afton was not the murderer and he was blamed as like the murderer from the other, like the person who was working with him, right?
There are some things in Security Breach which, I mean, sort of confuse me. Like with Freddy. Now, in FNAF 1, they're all pretty much just coming to kill you. But in Security Breach, Chica, Roxy, and Monty, they all want to just kill you. But why doesn't
I'm not
Freddy want to?
I'm not
Like,
ignoring you. Uh, oh wait,
there's something
I'm
that's
not
wrong.
ignoring you, Joe, at all. We're just talking about FNAF theories, okay?
My
Okay,
brain hurts.
okay. Keep on talking about your theory.
Yeah, but like I'm just thinking because if Freddy knows something but that we don't, because if he if he had the same system that Roxy, Chica, and
Mm-hmm.
Monty had, then theoretically speaking, wouldn't he just go for Greg when he saw him? Because he scans him and he said like, "Are you not in my system?"
But here's the problem. Why is Freddy not killing and why is Spring Chef still alive? It's still because of the engine.
This is what I mean. I don't know.
Like why wouldn't they keep the old animatronics and why do they keep on making after they figured out like the murderers of the pizzeria? Why do they keep on making the animatronics in the first place when they figure out the murderers in the bite of the 87?
I don't know. My brain hurts.
Yeah, your brain must hurt. But
My
like
my fucking brain hurts.
but it's weird like why did they not keep the original animatronics and why did they not shut down the business who owned it like from the murderers and
Yeah,
all that?
this exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, the murder's tying somewhere. They must do. But
There has to be a knot in the middle of the whole murder and all that, right?
hey, Madman, I don't want to pull your leg or anything. But what's your Twitch?
Like, wait, what? Say it again.
What's your Twitch?
Oh, I'm not on Twitch. I'm on my YouTube channel. Like,
I want to
Twitch
know what your
isn't
Twitch
working.
is.
No, I'm on my YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm broadcasting YouTube.
You're making my laugh so hard. Hang on one sec. Yeah. Hey, carry on.
But like, Weapons William Apton was the murderer. Weapons he was blamed as the murderer. Because if he's working by himself making animatronics, that would take like months, maybe months or years to make. Because all the technology, putting them in, fixing animatronics, they have to be two people. What happens that other person killed the children and blamed it on him, and because people think he was working there every day, and to see the other person not there every day. What happened though was that.
There is definitely something that we're missing.
Like, security breach, like, sis location. I don't understand that. Like, how did William Afton lose her daughter if he loses sons? And William Afton was, yeah, mostly.
Yeah,
But
I
it did.
don't. There's something that we're not getting.
So that's the true thing. That's a real thing, Joe. The logic of FNAF isn't really make sense because 1, 2, and 3 make sense. The third one, Michael Afton kept going on. Like, why is Michael Afton a Springtrap keep going on from Spring Barney, freaking Springtrap, and why did he
But
go in that suit if he known that was a
yeah,
Springlock suit?
we never find out why in the. So if this was all like planned, then why is it all carrying? Where did this all start?
I
Because
think
I mean, like, yeah, okay, fair enough. It starts with Fredbear's Diner, but
But what happens?
it
What happens?
can't just be
Fredbear's
that simple.
Diner was in the first pizzeria. What happens? It was like some other pizzeria and Candy's. Like Candy said, Freddy Fazbear's Place was minted with murders. What happens? What happens? They went to their pizzeria and murdered those children and left the pizzeria without noticing of burgers and like candy at Five Nights at Candy's. Like,
Yeah,
why
there
did they
is
bring
something
in
a little bit missing.
Like, why are they bringing Candy? Like 3 seasons of Candy, Candy 1, Candy 2, and Candy 3. Were they mention Five Nights at Freddy's about the murders? They had to do something with it.
Yeah, there is definitely something we're missing because
In the puppet,
if it was that easy, then we would not. Yeah, yeah, the puppet. Like, what's the symbol of the? Okay, fair enough. It's
so
one of the
I bet the
children, but
puppet from the FNAF and puppet from the Candies are together. These are different characters and different looks.
yeah, but then how? If the puppet is like, how does the puppet float? I mean, how?
I don't know because they got the same shape, same body length, just different face mask and color.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, but like, what would cause it?
I don't know because my friend Joe is saying Candies was a different universe, but how is it a different universe if they've mentioned Freddy Fazbear's Pizza in the first game? I don't understand that. There's no way they're a different universe. They're in the same universe as the Freddy Fazbear franchise. From 1, 2, and
Yeah.
3 in Sister Location. Where the hell is Sister Location at? If Baby was in that stage before, like she said, Baby said, I was on stage before then. But what happened? Why did she gone down to the pizzeria? Like, why she went down underground and when she wasn't working right? Like, she was perfectly fine getting ice cream, but why did the person put a secret hidden trap inside Baby to capture children?
There's so many questions.
Like, William Afton made the character,
Yeah. I
but
don't. There's something we're missing.
like Glitch Trap, Shadow Freddy, Shadow Bonnie, Golden Freddy, and the puppet. Like, why are they all there as the secret characters? I'm not understanding that. Like, Shadow Freddy,
I
you've
mean,
never seen him like that long, like at all.
I mean, I get Shadow Freddy because I mean, there must be something. I mean, well, saying that all the Shadow animatronics like Shadow Bonnie, Shadow Freddy, etc., etc. What's their main relevance in the like? If they're so important in the story, then what's their relation with everyone else? Like with Golden Freddy, why are there so many iterations of Golden Freddy? Like, there's things we don't know.
I don't understand Golden Freddy's history. Was it the bite?
Mate, it's history confusing, my guy.
Why did the Golden Freddy got a bit of? I bet it was a push of the button of the brother. Like the brother loved his the older brother loved his little brother, but the older brother was just selfish because he was a teen. He doesn't know what to do with his friends. Why did he freaking listen to his dumb brain and grab the child and put him on top of the head?
That is a fair point, but I mean, there's still stuff we need to figure out.
Like, it's like a big whole mystery.
I mean, it is, but if it's so simple, then why wouldn't people understand it now?
I really don't know, but it's interesting.
It is.
Like, the whole game is interesting.
That there you go, and that's the next point because like, if why wouldn't we find out? Why couldn't have just made it a bit more clearer so then we would know?
Mostly, yeah. So why did Puppet came into place and grab the kids' souls and put them in animatronics? That's my question. Why can't the kid just be free up there? Because I bet you the Puppet. I don't know why the Puppet. The kid's souls been freed if the Puppet didn't grab them and put them in the suit. They could have just ended the whole
But
series
no,
right there.
no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Dude, can you leave? Me and him are busy.
Busy doing stupid theories, dude.
You know. Okay, I just muted him. Yeah. But am I understanding of this storyline? Like, what happens? Wait, what did he say, Phil? Like, I wonder, what did Tomato say? What did Tomato say?
He said something about that were apparently still bullshit.
Dude, the Puppet was there. Put the kids in the freaking suits. Wait, yeah, put the kids in the suit, not the soul. Like, Michael Afton put the kids in those suits, but their soul never left.
Yeah, it's not going to.
But what happens to all the characters, like Freddy, Chica, and Roxy, never left the bodies. They're still the same children, but Bonnie. What happened when Bonnie was broken down? His soul never got back up because they didn't want to repair them. They just made a new character. Monty's fucking what? I can't say his name right. It's the Gator person.
Monty?
Monty, yeah, Monty. I'm just calling Monty. But Monty, why did they make Monty out of Bonnie? Like the original game.
Yeah.
Like.
But thinking about it, like, if they already know that something's gonna happen, they're gonna have to shut it down anyway. Then why do they keep going on?
Like, why do they keep on going on making the Freddy Fazbear's franchise?
So what I thought was, if they had insurance, then obviously they're creating some sort of like stupid like scheme to find out
bribe the
see if they can get more money. But I don't know.
But there's like a lot of like theories about Friday the Freddy's, like the murders, like why the person murdered the children in the first place. Like why? Did he have children of their own and a wife?
It's what we will never know.
We will never know about the person, but why did he kill his own why did he kill his own child and put him in the Foxy suit? Like some new Foxy suit.
Yeah.
And Golden Freddy was put into like the baby brother, like put in the into the Golden Freddy suit, the Fredbear suit. And like how did this all started? What happens? How did the children got into the suits? Like how did they kept their soul there and make them move around? I'm not understanding that. Like, it's interesting. Do you got any theories about that one? Like the souls and all that?
There's something we're not getting. I mean, no. Then.
Do you know what Joe said? Do you want to know what Joe said in the chat in caps?
I'm already seeing it.
Down. That's what he said.
I can already see the chat.
Like it's kind of stupid, but it's interesting.
It's too confusing now. I'm getting my
Mic lag.
Yeah.
Your mic's lagging out. There you go. You're better. But yeah, the FNAF history of all the characters of FNAF 1, 2, and 3, and FNAF 4. Like, how did the FNAF 4 characters, like, why did it went backwards in time? As the child in 1987 was there, which just went back in time to Fredbear's and made the kid like how did the nightmare animatronics got in the first place? Like, how did BB get there in the first place? Like, how did Nightmare BB like get there? And Plush Trap. How did he know? How did that kid know Plush Trap was a thing? That's Spring Trap.
Yeah.
Like, it's all connected into FNAF 4. Like, original animatronics, Shadow Freddy, Golden Freddy, Spring Trap, aka Plush Trap, and BB and Puppet. I'm not understanding that.
I mean, Balloon Boy's just annoying. Let's just get that straight.
Yeah, mostly, but it's scary in FNAF 4, impressively. It's interesting. But, yeah. What do you want, Tomato?
Dude, did you unmute me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
also,
so
I just finally
FNAF
get
4?
it. Hold on. I finally get it from the first part. A reason why I got it. The puppet did not put the missile. The person, like Michael Afton, put the characters in the suits. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so Michael Afton, he's not purple guy. So
like
okay, so Michael Afton, he's the older brother. Okay, so you know he's the older brother of the kid, and yeah.
Yes, Michael Afton's the older brother, but William Afton is the murderer.
Yes, the dad. So Michael Afton is the older brother, and basically, after he was responsible for his brother getting killed, he's like.
But what happens to the father? So, like, what happens? The father was blamed, like blamed as the murderer.
Okay, so they explain it in the books that I have. Basically saying like, hey, they knew he did it, but they had no evidence. So that's why he never went to jail. So he killed more and more, and then he got spring locked, and yeah. Michael Afton. Okay, so you play as Michael Afton in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, and 3. So you play as the same guy. He's just changing his name so that he doesn't get like arrested, because he gets fired for bad odor and tampering with the animatronics, because he's trying to prevent, like, he's trying to get rid of everything that his dad did.
But there's so many theories. But why did they mention Five Nights at Freddy's and Five Nights at Candy's? That's my question.
What? Okay, so Five Nights at, okay, so that's just a fan game, so they're like,
but
okay,
it's interesting. Why did they mention the murders at Five Nights at Freddy's or something?
Oh,
right.
Because like so Five Nights at Candy's has its own universe, so it's not in the same universe as FNAF, but they're just saying that Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was inside of our universe, but they closed that down and we replaced them.
Like, it's interesting. Like, there's two different puppets, but what happens that was the same puppet, just went to a different universe, because it's really powerful.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, no, so the puppet that you see in Five Nights at Candy's, that's not, okay, so in Five Nights at Candy's 3, after each night, it's kind of like FNAF 4, where, like, the kid's exploring the pizzeria. So, like, you find out that this one dude is a puppeteer, so that's not the puppet, that's just this dude's puppet. But then basically the guy kills a guy because he's drunk, and he pushes him, and then the guy in the rat costume gets killed, and then the puppeteer guy gets goes to jail for murder, but when he dies, he possesses that puppet.
But it's mostly interesting about the Five Nights at Candy.
Yeah.
They could have kept on, like, my question, they could have kept on doing the series to make it more interesting, but they just stopped right there.
Oh no, they're still making a 4th one.
Oh really? How long is when is that gonna come
out? Probably like next year.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But the Five Nights at History, like the old Five Nights at FNAF games are like really interesting. Like FNAF, not fan games, but the Five Nights at Freddy fan games are pretty interesting. But the FNAF game like lore, like all the games and all that, it's really interesting. Like, why did the person made a like built-in box, like built-in area for children to get captured in baby's stomach? I don't understand that.
Oh,
Why
so
would they
that's
build that?
William Afton.
Yeah, why did he build
So
that?
he tried using the anime. So he tried doing that so like he could basically just like take children, and then he like after the thing, like after like the place closes, he could just like
that
get the
backfired on
children.
him. But that backfired on him.
Yeah, because his daughter got killed. Because so in the books and stuff, it basically talks about this one thing called remnant, which is what it's basically like all evil and everything, like that's just floating around. It's just like energy, like evil. Yeah, it usually manifests in objects. So basically what happens is he's trying to explore that because the remnant is what allows the animatronics to possess, like the kids possess the animatronic.
Yeah, but
So what?
Phil, got any questions?
I mean, fucking hell, he dug it in deeper there. I will say, I mean,
My theories can be true, but they're really off. But I mostly like Tomatoes theories mostly.
So also for FNAF 4, what you were saying about basically like how do they travel back in time? So FNAF 4 takes place after the 5 days before the party, after the kid gets killed.
Yeah,
Well,
but how
gets his head
how did he know about BB and freaking Plush Trap and Golden Freddy and Shadow Freddy?
So
That's
you
my
see
question.
in the background and stuff, that okay. Shush, Joel. Okay, so basically, there's these like hospitals in like for old towns, which is basically like a house where they could keep you. So that's what you're in. You're in a hospital in FNAF 4.
Yeah,
So it's basically
because
that
this
game's
location
you in a
showed them. This location showed
Yeah.
them there was like fucking enemy cost, but there was a camera in this room keeping an eye on him. And he was having the
Yeah,
nightmares.
so-
But having the people they saw realize that kid was having really bad nightmares and see the nightmares right now in that camera.
Yeah. So basically, oh no, that was the dad monitoring him
I'm trying to figure out what is his.
while he was like what was up with that kid before he died. So basically, there was a show that you see in the background, but
but when we see in the game, there was a flower pot, but the flower pot was there for like a second, and it was there only.
oh yeah, you see it behind the bed. So you see like
So you're probably
flowers.
yeah. So the kid's in the hospital, but he's having dreams until his birthday party.
Yeah.
Like what happened to a reason?
Yeah,
What
no,
happens?
no. So the birthday party stuff happens before FNAF 4. So that stuff happened, and then now you're in a coma while all this stuff is happening.
Like coma, but you die because you're in the Fredbear suit. The kid went into the Fredbear suit.
What?
Wait.
Okay, so it is confirmed that the kid also possesses Fredbear, but there's two people inside of the Fredbear animatronic.
What is the two people?
Okay, so you know Cassidy, the girl. Okay, so there's basically two people trying to like stop William Afton. One is the other co-founder's daughter, Henry. His daughter like Charlie. She gets killed by him. That's who you see in like the juniors thing where the daughter like leaves, gets killed
But
in the alley.
how did he? Oh yeah. Wait. How did he like transfer his soul into Fredbear? But because Fredbear's right by his side the whole time. Or
So I guess because like he had like so much to do with Fredbear and stuff, he just like part of his soul was possessing that thing now. There's also this other girl, Cassidy, who Freddy also killed. So in the game, what was that one game called? It's like Fruit Maze or something. So there's like this game called Fruit Maze in custom in
oh yeah. It was
Pizzeria Simulator.
Delilah. No, it isn't Delilah. It's something else. It was some other name. It was that some
Yeah,
girl
well,
trying to run
basically-
around trying to collect all the food, but if you don't collect all the food, there was like 3 games. Like there was 1 and 2, no 2 and 3 in Security Breach, and one of them was found in freaking Sim,
Yeah.
Pizza Sim.
Yeah. So when you see the game glitch out, you see um Spring Bonnie and a girl in front of him. So that's Cassidy.
No, that's Susie.
No, it's not.
It's Cassidy.
Okay. So now basically that girl possesses him.
About
Like
Shadow
also
Freddy.
huh?
Like,
No,
how does
not
Shadow?
no, it's not.
No, no. How does Shadow
So
Freddy came in
Cassidy.
place?
Okay. So so no one's really figured out about him, about Shadow Freddy much, but so everyone knows that Fredbear is well, Golden Freddy is Cassidy and the child.
All right.
Shut the fuck up, Joel. You don't know anything.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You literally said the Cassidy is the child. So you're saying that you play as a girl in Five Nights at Freddy's 4? That's what I thought.
Dumb.
So anyway, okay, where was I? Yeah, so those two are possessing
like,
it.
They never found out about Shadow Freddy because the Shadow Freddy's so interesting character.
Yeah. So Cassidy's also known as the vengeful spirit, who wants to torture William Afton.
But
So
William,
William Afton's
like, how did William Afton stay alive? Did they put a curse on him?
Cassidy cursed him, so she will not let him die. So in the FNAF
So
books, the man in
the
room.
fire never killed him. He just came back to
Yeah,
life in security
so-
breach.
Yeah. No. Okay, so
Wait, how
he
did he
still
get his
won't die.
arm back?
His arm back?
Yeah.
So they really messed up with that game. They never really like they just made that game. They don't really think it out. But basically, so William Afton's body is still alive because Cassidy is in his body too, torturing him. So basically, what you see in Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night,
Yeah.
that's William Afton getting tortured, or he's just in non-stop, where he has to survive against everyone he's caused pain to.
Okay, Phil,
And
got any
then-
words about that? Phil? I think Phil's okay. But, yeah, keep talking.
Okay, so after what's his name, okay, so he's not dead because in the books, Five Nights at Freddy's, okay, what's that? Which book is it?
I've never seen
Bunny Call. So in Bunny Call, that one's based around bunnies and stuff. Basically, it talks about the man in room 1280, which is inside of a hospital, where basically they get this one guy. They get this one guy there, but the thing is, he has like none of his organs or anything. I mean, he has some, but he just won't die. He's just basically like charred skeleton. He can't speak or anything. And yeah, and they basically like check something in his brain and they find out there's like two entities there. And like the nurses try killing him and everything, but he just won't die. Until they take him to Fazbear Entertainment Distribution Center, which is where like they would store all the animatronics and distribute all the stuff.
What did
like,
the doctors
everywhere.
do to him?
So they tried just like killing him with like all these like needles and stuff, but they said that there was like a girl or a kid wearing a crocodile mask.
Wait, that's mostly Monty if she's wearing a crocodile mask.
Yeah. So in FNAF 4, you also see these kids sitting like around a table, and you see this one kid wearing a crocodile mask, and that's the vengeful spirit, Cassidy.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad about the kid's death and all that, but trying to think of why did he never bring back Bonnie in the security breach? Like Freddy said he missed
they
him.
did have Bonnie. They did have Bonnie. So basically, you could find notes laying around, basically saying that Bonnie. So they did have Bonnie, but something happened to him, so they just got rid of him. Because you find notes about like Bonnie getting tracked around the pizzeria because he's walking around. and then they
So Bonnie
and
was
then
trapped,
kids,
and then just replaced him with freaking Monty.
no, so okay, yeah, so Monty basically replaced him, and basically Freddy. So in one of the parts, you basically like when you go to Bonnie Bowl, Freddy's all like,
Hey,
"Oh no, I don't come here often ever since he left."
No, and
And
in
yeah,
the last sentence he says, "I miss him." That's all he says after that.
yeah. So they did have him, but they replaced him. There's
What
also
happens?
another
Bonnie
note
was
saying like,
trapped in that pizzeria, but that pizzeria, like one of the comments in the security breach, the pizzeria burned
huh?
down, and Bonnie was in there, probably in there, and trapped in some area.
Hmm.
But you
I
have to
mean,
get like a weapons. Weapons was trapped in a level 10 area, and nobody never known about that. Or like, am I right?
yeah.
The main
Okay.
owners of the pizzeria has level 10, but they never came there often because they don't have maybe kids for themselves. All they worry is about
I
the
mean,
money
we
and
don't really know what happened to Bonnie. We just know that they got rid of him.
But this is interesting. There's two. What's that girl's name in the security girls? She was a security guard.
Vanessa.
Yeah. Why is there two of them?
Okay. So basically, you know how in Five Nights at Freddy's VR you could find cassette tapes lying around?
Mhm.
So there's the same thing in this game, but it's with discs.
But
So
the girls getting freaking help from the what's their names? What's the people's names? Counselors. I'm probably saying.
yeah, so like from a Freddy Fazbear's counselor who just wants to keep her job instead of actually help people. But basically, you find those discs, and yeah. So it basically talks about how Vanny has her own sister.
So
Like has like
so
another
there's two
sister.
different sisters, but they're like twins.
Yeah, they're basically just twins. So one's Vanny and one's Vanessa. And then it basically just like shut up, Egon. He's like you're not even eating your food. Okay, just stop. But basically, let's see. Let's see. There's someone watching. What is she? Oh. Let's see. Do they have anything to say? Are there people there?
You got anything to say, Phil? All that when tomato say. All right, so that's gonna be end, and there's gonna be multiple parts of this series, but yeah, this is just talking about the theories of FNAF from 1 to Security Breach. All right, and see how you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment down below. What's your favorite character in the FNAF franchise?